Hey everybody, this is Jewelyn. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another top 10. I love doing top 10 videos, the good and the bad. In today's video, I am going to be discussing 10 dramatic plants currently in my collection. So a couple months ago, I did my first top 10 dramatic plants. I even did it with Catherine and it was very fun to just sit down and just talk real plant talk and share it on the channel. I just finished a workout at the gym and it is still warm in the 70s, 80s in the beginning of November in Santa Monica, so I'm really enjoying the weather. It is chilly in the morning and at night though. There's a lot of plants right now that are just stressing me out and I just want to sit down and share them with you before I teach my night classes. I have to leave in about 40 minutes for work. So let's talk about the plants I recently bought that are giving me a lot of drama. Burrow marks. This is what's left of it and this is so sad. Once I seen it start going downhill on me in the soil that I had it set up with, I took it out and I put it in this Leca ball setup with water. So I'm hoping that I can save whatever I can save because this is what's left of it. And right now when I'm looking at it, I'm about to pull this leaf and this leaf off and that will probably leave me with nothing at the end. I also see something that looks like rotting down here. I'm gonna see if the camera can catch it. I don't want to fuss with it too much, but down here it looks like there's even rotting happening from me trying to save it. So I don't know what to do. This is supposed to be an easy plant, but I think the person that sent it to me, I think sent me a bad plant because right off the bat it just wasn't doing good for me and it kind of looked sad when it arrived. There is a little growth happening here and here, but I don't know. I'm not gonna throw away the plant. I'm probably just gonna prune off all the leaves and hopefully get some new growth because I do see 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 or so new babies slowly popping out here. So I don't know, I'm gonna take all these leaves off and start fresh. This one looks good to keep, but this one and this one I'm probably gonna take off, which then will leave me with nothing for this. So I don't know, it's kind of unfortunate, but this is the current status of my burrow marks. And I don't know, if I ever come across the plant I would like to purchase it, but you know, I bought it online and kind of sad that the plant is currently looking like this. So that's the first plant. That particular plant is living on my plant shelf with my grow light that I recently got, that I also had to switch from soil to water propagation with Leca balls. This is some, oh my gosh, a hummingbird right in front of me. How cute. Oh, cutie. Hi hummingbird, you're so cute. Okay, so this is what's currently left. I do have one, the biggest cutting in a water propagation vessel on the plant gang floor. This is the one that I have living on my plant shelf with the grow light, and this is all of the leaves that I have left. So sad. Like, look at this. I'm gonna have to take these leaves off and I've thrown away at least 10 leaves from this plant. I don't know. Again, I think when I got the plant, the person that I bought it from sold me a bad plant. As you got the plant, you guys seen, I had to take off those big ugly stems which are in my greenhouse, and I think from that and then just maybe from traveling and how I got the plant all smashed up, I think it was just so stressed out. So this is what's currently left. I hope I can save whatever I have, and I hopefully my biggest cutting that is in my studio is going to make it as well. But I wanted to share with you, like, all the leaves started drooping right away and I had to take them off, but these ones I'll have to take off when I'm done filming the video at some point today. But I'm hoping whatever new growth I have will stay, and I think I'm just gonna leave these in water for both of the plants until I see like an actual whole new plant pop up. So this is the current status of this philodendron. So sad. 3 of my plants that I got as a trade from my subscriber are not doing good. This is the status of my gloriosum. 3 of the leaves had to get pruned off because they were turning yellow, which is similar to what's happening to this. So I don't know, I think very soon, or look, the leaf fell off. This is just great. Okay, So now it leaves me with this guy here, but he's turning yellow as well, and this was the start of the 3 leaves that I had to prune off. So I am now down to my last leaf that is turning yellow, and there goes the whole plant. So that was my experience of the Glorioso. Very sad because I really wanted this philodendron, and yeah, so we'll see when this thing starts turning fully yellow. But I'm gonna keep, I don't know, the root ball and see if anything pops up. So this is what's left, and yeah, it's turning yellow. The other plant that I also got from a trade with my subscriber is this variegated Segoe Neon. It's a different variegation from the one that I bought, but without this chopstick, this thing just plops down, and it's so sad. Look at it. This thing lives in my bathroom on my plant shelf, and you've probably seen it on the plant tour of my bathroom. But I mean, Segoniums are very stressful plants. I'll show you one that I'm struggling with as well. So I was afraid when I got this plant in my collection that it was gonna start doing this to me. So I have this chopstick supporting it, but other than that, this whole plant is just flopping out, and very sad. And this thing gets humidity, gets water twice a week. I just, yeah. So this is probably gonna be like the last Segoniums I have in my collection because they're just so dramatic plants. The last plant I want to talk about from my trade is this Calathea, which is my first Calathea and part of my trade, but I want to show you what is happening to the plant. As you see here, there's crispy leaves here in the front. I don't know why. This thing gets water twice a week, a lot of humidity, and it's living in my bathroom, and I'm gonna have to prune these 4 leaves off in the front. So this is another reason why I don't like Calatheas, because they're very high maintenance dramatic plants. So if this thing dies on me, like, that's it, no Calatheas for me. But check it out, the latest status of this Calathea just happened 2 days ago, so that's unfortunate. So there's a plant I recently bought. One of them are doing really good, but the plant that I separated, my Cebu Blue, well, it looks like this, and that is unfortunate. I'm gonna try to save, if I can save anything. I might just put everything in water after pruning off all the leaves. That's gonna be a very big project, but the Cebu Blue pothos is very dramatic, so not a fan of the plant. We'll see how long my mother plant, the other one, lasts. It's by my fountain, and these ones were living in my home and they were not happy in my home. The one that is living by my fountain in the shade, doing good. So now I know the Cebu Blue does not like living in my home. Let's talk about the plants that are currently living in my collection and nice planters not doing good, and they're both Peperomia. These are my last 10 dramatic plants. This is a repurchased plant, but do you see how the leaves just kind of start going bad? The blooms, I'm constantly like looking at the blooms and taking it off because they have a quick turnover, so they look like this. So I'm constantly taking all the dead blooms off. But now it's like the bottom leaves here are not doing good. Very high maintenance plant. This is the second time I ever bought this plant. I will not be buying it again. I think after this video, when I come home tonight, this is gonna go in a nursery planter and go into the greenhouse. And so yeah, same plant still giving me drama. Peperomia that is giving me drama. Very high maintenance plant is the Pixie Lime. This lives in my bathroom, but I think I'm gonna switch it out to a nursery planter and put it back in the greenhouse. This is the current status of the Pixie Lime, and this thing, I'm constantly watering it twice a week, gets misting, has nice humidity. I think Ebby is barking at the squirrels. Yeah, so high maintenance plants. The Rosso and the Pixie Lime for Peperomias and the Ripple. This is the current status of one of my Ripples. Like, very bad. So I don't recommend these plants unless you want to babysit them every day. But this is what happened to one of my Ripples. I have one still doing good in my bathroom. This one got moved to the greenhouse and I'm trying to save it, but this is the status. So yeah, kind of dramatic, but you know, I'm not gonna buy the Ripple anymore because this is a, you know, it's just, I don't like wasting my money when it comes to dramatic plants, so no more. About the Segoniums. This is my original Segonium, and so this is my original Segonium. I'm gonna have to take these leaves off. Yeah, it is not doing good, and it's unfortunate because I thought this was gonna make it from all of my arrowheads, but I mean, look at it. I had to put it back in a nursery planter. It's been living in my greenhouse, and yes, there is some new growth here, but this whole plant is destroyed. Like, I'm trying to save you, and yeah, all of these leaves will get pruned off, and I'm gonna just start new. So that's another plant project I'm gonna do tonight, getting rid of all of these leaves, keeping this, and seeing what happens. So I never know more. Another Segonium I had to convert to leca balls. It was doing the same thing. It's living on my coffee table if you watch my plant tour. So yeah, Segoniums is not an easy plant for me. Well, Dracaena. This is the only one I have, and all of the leaves got brown and ugly, and I have some new leaves popping up. But this was a rescue that I got from Kira last year because she could not handle this dramatic plant. I would never buy a Dracaena, and this is living in my greenhouse. So hopefully when all these new leaves pop up, it'll end up looking a lot more happier. But seriously, such a dramatic plant. I don't recommend Dracaenas unless you want to babysit a plant every day. So this is such a sad thing to share, but it is what it is, and this is the sad part of plant life. I'm gonna end with my last plant that died on me this week, and I was trying to save it in my greenhouse, and this is so unfortunate. But what was left of my trailing fig, the variegated trailing fig, has died completely on me. So here it is. And I don't know why. I was, you know, giving this plant water twice a week, living in the greenhouse. I thought I had it, you know, make a turnaround, and then this week it just decided to die on me. So I am going to say that if I ever did get this plant again, which is a beautiful plant, it kind of reminds me of a plant where I just want to sit down and look at it while I'm sipping tea. It's such a very pleasing plant to look at. But it's dramatic, and I'm never gonna get this plant again. So that is my current top 10 dramatic plants currently in my collection, my struggles that I'm going through right now with my plant purchases and my plant trades, and plants that I've had in my collection for a while, and plants that I don't recommend. And I will keep you guys posted. Try to do another one of these videos maybe before the year ends, if not before I go to the Middle East in 2 months, to give you guys current 10 dramatic plants. But this is what's happening currently in my collection, which is very sad, but this is the negative side of plant life, and it is what it is. I learn from these plants, and you know, maybe they just don't like where they are right now, Santa Monica, California. Maybe they want to live somewhere else, and they'll do better. I'm trying my best to make them happy. I think at one point all of these plants were living maybe in my bathroom, in my studio. But let me know down in the comments below, what are your current dramatic plants that you recently killed or that died in your collection that wasn't your fault, and plants that you're currently struggling with, and I would love to know. But as far as for all the plants that I'm currently looking at right now, I would not repurchase them again because they're just not worth it for me. So that is going to wrap up another top 10 video, and hopefully my next top 10 will be a little bit more positive and happy. But I like sharing this, you know, you guys are going through the same thing as me, and it's nice to just sit down and just let it out, because I've been really sad looking at these plants and trying to figure them out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to teach my night classes. I'm really excited because tomorrow I plan on filming Catherine's fall plant tour. I haven't seen her collection since spring because we didn't do summer, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on in her collection. So if you're new, welcome to the channel. Subscribe for daily uploads at 5 a.m. and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until next time, aloha from Santa Monica, California. Bye.